Good morning and welcome back to our leadership empowerment session. But let me start this morning by wishing you a prosperous new year, a year filled with opportunities to develop and to grow and to develop new leaders and to train an upcoming generation for a time such as this. I know I'm very excited about this year, and yes, things have happened and others might feel as well, wow, this year has really started rough. But I want to say to you, everything will work out for the good. Just keep on believing and doing the right things. And I want to start off this year with a session or a topic that is very applicable to a new year, a new start, a new season. So many times people have asked me questions such as, what does it take to become a leader? What course can I do? What program is there available? How long will it take? And then the other one is, will you coach me? Will you teach me on becoming a leader? Let me say to you, all these questions are valid. And the answer of becoming a leader lies locked up in all these questions. We need to develop and to cultivate a leadership attitude, which involves developing yourself, developing a set of qualities and behaviors that will inspire you and that will guide others to follow you to a common goal. So this is what it all entails. It starts with me. Don't wait for an external something wonderful to happen. It starts with a decision that you've made in your heart that I am going to change. In other words, leadership is an inside job. It starts with self-development. Self-leadership. Lead yourself first. Develop certain characteristics in your life. I've heard a quote that my grandson has given me when he said this, and this is so profound. When he said to me, we must not live a motivated life. We must live a disciplined life. Because motivation can change like this. Now I'm motivated, something happened, and I don't feel like continuing. Going to the gym, but today I'm tired, so I'm not motivated. But if you are disciplined, you will go beyond motivation. You will go beyond the lack of motivation. You will keep on doing what you have decided to do, even if you don't feel like it. As I've said, this year started rough for me, and there were times I said, is it worth it all? But then you realize you don't do this because you feel like it. You do this because you have to. It's something instilled in your character. And this is what I want to start off this new year with on our leadership empowerment sessions. Leadership, as I've said, is an inside job. We must develop yourself and ourselves. Here are some key aspects, and I'm just going to mention a few to get this year rolling. Number one, self-awareness. Understand your strengths. Understand your weaknesses. Know your purpose. And this is not about New Year resolutions, because that is motivation. It's about a lifestyle that we need to change. To get up in the morning. To invest yourself. And into yourself. Teachings. Information. And as you do all these things, you will grow. Know who we are. Understand your weaknesses, but keep on going. Continuously do reflections on your actions. Am I still on par? Am I still on the right track? If not, what happened? Fix it. What is my progress? How can I involve others around me to keep me accountable, to keep me on par, to help me to go into what I am supposed to do? In other words, be open to feedback. Don't be so boastful and prideful that that you cannot learn anything from anybody. I've just said, my grandson, he's 20 years old, and he had this profound statement. I can sit and learn from anybody around me. So be open to feedback. Be willing to improve yourself continuously. A leader is an eternal student. We can never stop learning. Every day of my life, even where I am today, I seek information. I seek improvement. I do evaluation of my day. At the end of the day, say, what have I done? What have I achieved? What was I supposed to achieve? What prevented me from achieving this? And then I make action plans to fix it. Not next week, next month, no. Make your plans today. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, revisit those plans and implement it. So that's self-awareness. Then we go into vision. What wakes you up in the morning? What is that thing that is inside of you that gives you the edge, the urge to stand up, even if you don't feel like it? That is a vision. That is your dream. But a dream without a plan is a nightmare. So clearly articulate your vision and your goals. Write it down. Put it up where you can see it. That you can be reminded of it. And share it with your leadership coach. Share it with your leaders. So they can keep you accountable to that thing specifically. I have people that I sit with on a monthly basis. Once a month, I've got about 20 people that I am mentoring. And every year I ask them, where are you going? And during the year, we do reviews. Where are we now? Where we were supposed to be? What has happened? What can be changed? Implement changes. So there must be this constant revision and evaluation of what others of your life. So inspire others to follow you. This is your vision. Your vision will inspire others to follow you. If you are able to articulate your vision on a compelling, positive, passionate way for the future. We are going through tough times in our country. This is the time that leaders of true quality stand up. To lead in challenging times calls for a courageous leader to arise. Be that leader. Be that leader for your house. Be that leader for your family. Be that leader for your organization. Be that leader for your church in these challenging times. And then communicate the vision constantly. And show to your team appreciation. That you appreciate their contributions. That you appreciate their involvement in the vision. That will give them hope. That will keep them motivated. They will be excited. But it all starts with me. If I am not excited, how can I make somebody else excited about the future? So this is where communication kicks in. Communication, we as a leader need to become skilled in our communication. You cannot be a leader and not be able to communicate. Not all communicators are necessarily leaders, but you cannot be a leader if you cannot share your passion, your vision. And this communication includes verbal, non-verbal, and written communication. My body language, my facial expression, my smile, my excitement. Those are non-verbal communications. Because you can say something with a long face, and that means nothing. Let your face express what is happening in your mouth by sharing. Write it down, make it simple, circulate it, give it to others. That will motivate them. Clearly convey your expectations, what you expect of your team, what they can do, what they should do, and then provide them with feedback, corrections, alterations, hope. Be decisive. Be decisive in what you are doing, because you know, you believe in yourself. If you can't believe in yourself, who will believe in you? Be decisive. Be direct, because you know who you are, where you're going, and what needs to be done. So you set the pace. You are able to make informed decisions. And when you have to make a decision, do it timeously. Don't postpone it. Don't procrastinate on your decisions. Don't procrastinate when things are going wrong and you need to correct it. Don't hope it will change. And because you are decisive, because you know where you are going, you cannot always rely on what others are doing. Sometimes we have to make a calculated risk. Last year in our ministry, we have implemented something that we have never done before, and we've taken the guys that we've been training to preach, 4 of them, and then 2 and 2. 2 on Sunday, one Sunday, and 2 on another Sunday. And we gave them each 20 minutes to preach. It took the pressure off them to have a sermon for 40 minutes. They have 20 minutes. I will set up his sermon. I will come, if necessary, to close his sermon and set it up for the next one. And I must tell you, it was awesome. Which is normally very slow Sundays because everybody's on leave. Suddenly the church was full. Every person has a following. That was a calculated risk. Will the 2 that preach contradict each other? We must have faith in God. That there's one God, one Spirit that will work together. And you know what? All 4 sermons were linked with a golden thread to what has been said during the whole year. And as you make these risks, and you take these risks, take responsibility as well. If it doesn't work, don't blame it on others. Don't blame it on other people. Take responsibility for your decisions and their outcomes. I don't know which number we are now already on, but the other one is adaptability. Be flexible and be open to change. Nothing is cast in concrete. We can make a decision now based upon the information we have gathered with the history, the present information, and then we make a decisive decision and we implement it for the vision. But things change. Life happens. And I think the best example about this was COVID-19 in 2020. We planned the year and suddenly everything was stopped, everything changed. So quickly we have to make a decision. So don't say, this is my decision and I stick to it. This is my story and that is it. No. This is where reviews come in, evaluation come in. Adapt to new challenges, adapt to new situations. People change. Your team members might change. Always be open for change. And we need to encourage a culture to be developed in our team and our organization of continuous learning, of continuous evaluation. I don't say if you hit a wall, change direction. Sometimes we need to be persistent, or most of the times we need to be persistent. Not all walls tells us to go around it. Some walls are made to climb over. But other walls is to stop us, to do evaluation. And if you do evaluation, you will know this is still the right thing. So keep on doing the right thing. Even if you don't see what you have been doing and you can't see the necessary results. Have empathy. Have empathy on yourself, on your team. Understand other people's perspectives as well. Because when we look at something, thank you, Victor, for your comment. When we look at something from a certain perspective, and you show that thing to somebody else, if I show you my hands, a simple example, I ask you, what do you see? And you give me your perspective. I see something different. That's my perspective of the same vision. Know this, that not everybody will see what you are seeing. But help them to go where you are going. But also be open to their perspective. They might give you another point of reference that you have never thought of. So let us foster this environment of support and diversity. The next point is integrity, and this is one of my pet things, is integrity. Always demonstrate honesty and transparency in your actions. Don't say one thing and do another. That confuses every follower. If they see the leader do one thing and say another. We can teach our people to be punctual, to be on time. But then we arrive late. But we expect others to be on time. Don't expect something from somebody else that you're not doing. Uphold ethical standards. We know people are saying, yeah, in South Africa, if you don't bribe, you won't get a contract. I want to say that if you accept or give a bribe, you are selling your integrity. You are telling the one that you just bribed, my character is worth nothing. So he will receive a bribe higher than yours, and then he will sanction you out and he will redeploy you to another place. You will lose your contract in any case. Because he knows you can't say anything. You have been compromising your integrity. And now you are caught in a web where you must hope in other people. Uphold trust by following through on your commitment. That's all integrity. Resilience. Be resilient. Handle setback and challenges with a positive mindset. This is tough. I'm telling you, this is not easy. Learn from your failures. Learn from your mistakes. Remember, you are not a failure if you make a mistake. You are a failure when you've made a mistake, you're lying down, not learning, not getting up, not continuing. Then you are a failure. But if you've made a mistake, take it on your chin. Learn from it. Next time, bring your hand up. Cover up. Because you know what's coming. But be resilient. Have faith. in the knowing that what you have seen and where you are going is the right direction. No road is a straight road. My wife and I walked on the Oral Roberts University's campus in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and what we have noticed, none of the pathways between the buildings is in a straight line. It is making turns and curves, and at every curve there's a statue or a plaque that encourages you, or a place where you can sit. I've asked the registrar why. I think it would have been cheaper if you made the pathway straight from here to there. He says life is not a straight path. We're teaching our students to follow the path, meander to your destiny on this pathway. And at every turn in the path, it's not the end. There's something that you have learned. Either a verse, either a word of encouragement, either a statue that will share something with you. And when you reach your place where you ought to be, to your next classroom, you have already learned something without sitting in a class. And this is resilience. Life is not a straight path. Follow the path. Learn from every bend. And have faith in your vision, in the knowing you're on the right path. Even if you're going a little bit this way, where I'm supposed to go that way, don't worry, the road will take you there. But learn on this journey. Don't maintain a composure of that you're rattled. But you need to be honest with yourself and some people in your inner circle. But have your composure. Chin up. Shoulders back. Eyes on the prize. Eyes on the vision. And then become an inspiration to somebody else. Lead by example. Embody the values you expect from others, so that they can see your value system in action. Motivate and inspire them to do and to achieve their best. And very, very important, celebrate successes with them, even the small ones. Celebrate. Acknowledge their contribution on the team. Because that small goal that has been achieved is a motivation for a bigger goal for tomorrow. And the last point I want to mention before we are closing this morning's session: continuously improve yourself. Foster a culture in your team, in your organization, of continuous self-improvement, continuous development. Continuously improve the quality of the product. Continuously improve on your customer service. That must be part and parcel of who you are and your organization stands for. Seek for opportunities of innovation. Life change, technology change. Your product might have been on the cutting edge when you started, but is lagging now, currently, because you have not kept up with innovation. So cultivate a leadership attitude. This is an ongoing process. Regularly do self-reflection and be committed to your personal and professional development. That will encourage those that you're leading to do the same. So let this year, don't go out, or don't exit this year and enter 2025 with the same makeup in your leadership portfolio. Improve, develop, and end of the year you can look back and say, I've done this, I've achieved this, this is something new I've learned. I have increased in my leadership ability. So leadership It's about an attitude of development. Thank you for joining in this morning, and I want to encourage you. If you've watched this video or this broadcast, share it with your friends on your Facebook page. And remember, I have a YouTube channel where all the leadership videos are posted. You can go back on them, and please follow me. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. All my videos, all my sermons remain on my Facebook page as well. But my YouTube channel is there with all my leadership teachings. Use it. Take care of your followers. You have the tools. And if you want me to come to your organization, I will do this. Connect with me. I've traveled over 22 countries the past 5-6 years to do leadership empowerment. From corporate, in government, small businesses, big businesses. I've even went to churches, and I especially churches, because that is the place where there's the biggest need in leadership development. So you're welcome to invite me. Come to your place. So I'll travel wherever if you need me, and I can tailor-make a program for your need. God bless you.